All right. Hey, it's Mike Rains here with Remax Terrasol here in the Orange County market. Hey, I just got back from a conference in San Diego. It's a mastermind conference where I'm able to get together with a whole bunch of realtors from across this great nation, from the East Coast to West Coast, from the northern parts to all the way down through Florida and also in Canada. And from talking to most everybody that I came into contact with, they're all kind of experiencing very similar stuff. And what's happening across the nation is that the amount of inventory that we have is on the lower side. Now there's some markets that are having more increased inventory and they're experiencing a little bit more of what's available, but some markets are red hot and there's just not enough inventory to go around, and that includes California as well. But also too that because the interest rates have risen in such a way that it's almost prohibitive for some buyers to be able to afford payments. And so you have interest rates that are approaching, if not going over 7%. I know you have FHA and VA loan options that are great options, by the way, because they have a little bit lower interest rate and people are paying a little points to try to buy it down to make it more affordable. But generally, what's happening is there's just as much demand is there on the supply side. So things are selling pretty quickly. And I wanted to grab some stats here in the Orange County area because that's your market here. That's my market. So in Huntington Beach area and surrounding Orange County areas, where my market is, and I have a couple of listings that are in escrow, and both of those went out in the first weekend. They were priced right, multiple offers. And so what's happening in today's market, the specific inventory that I pulled in all of Orange County, this is an amazing stat to me, in all of Orange County across every single type of property type. So that's luxury properties up in the Newport Coast area, all the way down to mobile homes in the Santa Ana area, and others too. But the inventory totals 2,415 homes, with another 135 coming soon. And that's in all of Orange County. Imagine the population of Orange County and only having 2,415 homes available for someone to be able to look at, make an offer. And that's across all property types. So when we're looking at the different segments of the market, the homes that are priced, and mostly that's condos, townhomes, and some homes in some areas like Santa Ana that are priced under 750,000. That only makes up 18% of the current inventory. So we have a bulk of inventory that's spread across all these price points, and we have basically up to about 1.5 million represents 50% of the available inventory and lower. So, but it also, when you look at the 750,000 and under category, that also represents 26% of the demand. So the highest demand really is between the first and second category, up basically through $1 million. That's just over 50% of the inventory that's there, and the demand. So it's pretty incredible on that. And what's happening is that because the interest rates have gone up, there's a lot more cash deals that are out there. So, for example, in the properties that I've had in Costa Mesa and in Orange, both of those have had probably over 8 offers, let's say on average. And out of that, there was about seven on one property out of the 13 offers that were all cash. And then on the other one, there was 2 all cash offers. So cash is king right now. So if you have cash, you're definitely sitting in a good driver's seat. But what's happening is that buyers have figured out, because of the amount of rent that they've been paying, that they are interested in not having as much other people in the marketplace to compete with, and they know that they're going to get a chance to refinance that rate here probably coming up in about a year or so, because the interest rates are targeted to go down probably early next year, maybe even late this year. Depends on a few other things that are going on. Some of the retail sales are coming out this week, and other metrics that help determine whether the Fed's going to pause or even start cutting rates. And we think that they're going to start cutting rates into the new year because there's a recession that's, if not already here, it's coming. And so what's happening is that buyers are figuring this out. So they know that, hey, if I can get into a property, it's not super crazy, even though there's multiple offers, they're able to get the house of their dreams, and then they're going to refinance later on. Because what is going to happen is when those interest rates do come down next year, guess who's going to come off the market? on the sidelines. That's going to be all the buyers that have said, hey, I can't afford it today, but as soon as those interest rates come down, then I'm going to jump in. And I've got clients like that as well that are looking at that exact same strategy. But the ones that really want to make a move, they're at the end of their lease or whatever. They know they're paying on average somewhere between $3,000 and $4,000 a month in rent. And when they look at purchasing a place, if it's realistic under their budget, they're able to get that same similar payment. You have many other benefits with the property tax write-off, the interest, and other things that are going to help balance off the difference between what it looks like to rent and then what it looks like to own a house as far as your monthly payment goes. And so those are the things that we're kind of looking at in demand. And the market time is going pretty fast. So when those two market segments that I talked about, prices under $1 million, those are being sold on average within 31 to 34 days. And so that's pretty fast. And so normal times last year, even they were 68 and 46 days in those two segments. So it's going pretty fast, more than twice as fast in the under $1 million category. Luxury properties taking a little bit longer, but things are more expensive. So even homes that are like $2 to $3 million are selling within under 90 days, which is considered pretty fast for a luxury market. So buyers, I would just encourage you that if you're out there and about, hey, don't let this insanity like spook you. If you find a place and you're comfortable with the payments, even though the interest rate's elevated at 7%, you're going to have a chance to refinance that. Get into the home. You can afford it. It's in the neighborhood you like, and so forth. You'll get a chance to refinance it. And sellers, if you're thinking about selling, the inventory is kind of starting to tick up just a little bit, but about this time of the year, and here we are in August, it usually peaks and starts falling off towards the end of the year as people get back into school. We have the holidays coming up and so forth, and it naturally tails off every single year. But right now, inventory is half of what it was last year. So you're still in a great need if you need to sell that property for any reason. Most of the sellers that are selling right now, I'm working with a lot of estates. So people that have passed away, and I'm dealing with the heirs, people like that. Maybe one of them have passed away, and the other is just too big of a house for them. So they need to downsize into either a senior community or assisted living or something like that. But the family has something to do with that house. And you have two alternatives. Rent is strong as well. So you have the opportunity to be able to rent that house out. And I do property management. So I've been helping families make that choice of what's best for them, whether that's sell the property at this point or whether they're going to lease it out and take advantage of the higher rents. And that's really what's motivating the buyers right now is they're paying a lot of rent. And so they if they're going to do that, they'd rather pay themselves and start to build that equity for the future, because there's more millionaires made by real estate than any other opportunity. And so that's something that people are starting to catch on to if they haven't already on that. So that's kind of what we're looking at. So if you have any questions, just drop your comments into the comment section. Like this video and subscribe to the channel for more information. I put out some different videos and different things to educate you and to help you in the process of being successful in buying real estate, selling real estate, and managing real estate. And if you're out in the marketplace and you're thinking about doing something, never too busy to talk with you and just kind of help you understand what the market's doing, look at your situation, help you get with a lender to get pre-approved, because there's definitely a right way to do it. And you want to be able to get educated on what that right way is. And that way you'll have the best opportunity to be able to get into the homes of your dreams and the neighborhoods you want and so forth. So with that, we'll bid you a good day today, and check back with me and shoot some questions across. I'd be happy to get back to you on that. Have a good day.